All right, welcome back to another video. This one, we're going to grab an image. This is by request. To grab a random image and convert it to an SVG using Gimp, and then we'll import that into Fusion 360 and extrude it just so you can get an example of what that looks like. So we have a pretty good generated image of a buffalo here from AI, and we'll just right-click this guy and save image. I already got that saved off. We can open up Gimp and go in, open that buffalo. Let's see. Should be in this list somewhere. Naturally, maybe if we go to downloads. There it is. All right, and we'll select by color and just choose the black of anywhere we got here. So if we zoom in, you can see that there's some errors here in the selection because of color differences. A really easy way to fix that is to go to select and grow, and we'll grow that by 1 pixel. And you see that cleaned it up a good bit. Actually, that cleans up almost everything in almost all of these black and white images like that. Just grow it by 1 pixel, and that should be sufficient. Now, to take this and convert it to an SVG, it's actually pretty simple. We can go to the select option and say to path. And over here in our controls view from the mode into colors and our paths, we can go to this path here and right click it, and we'll export that path. And we'll export the path as buffalo.svg. This is our SVG that we're creating here. Save it in downloads. Now we can go into Fusion, and we will open up a new design, create a sketch on our front face. Then we can go to Insert, SVG, Insert from my computer. We'll find our SVG that we just created, and there is the buffalo outline in Fusion 360 ready to go. For this example, let's scale this guy to about 100 millimeters tall. Just play with it a little bit and get it kind of where you want it. I think that looks pretty good. And we can click OK here. Now our buffalo is all inside Fusion. And now we can actually start selecting, pieces and parts of the body, like these, the hooves, ears, the horns, and we can extrude this guy. So we can just go ahead and pull it to the side, and there you go. There's your buffalo. And obviously, we can go back into this sketch, and we can start selecting other features as well. Like we can choose the outline, the eye, these other little pieces of fur inside here. I'll just zoom in a little bit and grab those. The reason I'm choosing these separately is I want them to be separately addressable bodies. I can. This one's a little bit complicated, I think, for us to go through all of that in one. We might just do it here, actually. So if we go through and select these, let's only choose like the ones that are big enough to maybe 3D print. If there's some real small details, you might want to exclude those. We'll go ahead and select these, even though I was just saying maybe choose to ignore them. And let's see here. I think that's about everything. We'll probably want to see if we can get inside that little triangle so it doesn't try to exclude that out. That looks like everything else of the buffalo, so we'll extrude this guy 10 millimeters, and we'll say create a new body. So we should have a set of bodies. And here you can see we missed a couple of pieces, like the pupil here. So we can go ahead and select these, and we'll extrude those 10. And make sure they're not set to join. It auto-select to join. We don't want to do that. New body. Okay. Now this is one of the more meticulous parts, like when you're making a new model. This body here is body 3, but I like to rename that. We'll rename that like the buffalo body. It would be nice if we could separate the head. And actually we can. I shouldn't have extruded all that together, I guess. No, that all selects as one part. So we might have to do a little bit of massaging in the sketch. Let's view this sketch. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, it chooses all of that. And it's connected right here. So what we can do is we can take, we can go edit our sketch. And we can just take a line here and let's connect these two from here and here. And then we will, I think that'll separate those two. Yep, that separates those. So now we can choose the head separate from the body. Let it recalculate all of our extrusions. In this first extrusion here, we can actually go back and edit this feature. And we'll just unselect the head and go OK. Now we can grab the head and re-extrude that as a new body. It's going to probably change to join, but remember we want new body. Yep, new body. And so now we have a new individually addressable head, and this is it. So we can call this the buffalo head. There's a pupil. You could go through and label all of these, and the reason you want to label them is when you import this into your slicer or into Bamboo, each one of these names that you provide here will be in the Bamboo Studio. And that's all you have to do to take a sketch off the internet and convert it into a SVG and extrude it into Fusion 360.